Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. Welcome to my channel. It's my daily vlog, so whatever I'm up to is what you're gonna see. And today, it's Christmas Eve day. So I have my little gifty on my head. Roy is coming over later. He had to work in the morning, but he will be here shortly. So I'm gonna make him a nice Christmas Eve dinner. So I got a bunch of cooking to do. I already started cooking. So I already made a gingerbread and some crackers. And right now I want to make a quiche for breakfast for tomorrow. And we're going to make a roast chicken. And I asked Roy, I said, Roy, is there anything special you want for Christmas dinner? I mean, like, what do you want? And he says to me, I want those potato onion things. You want latkes? Yes. So we're gonna have a Jewish Christmas dinner. So I'm gonna make roast chicken and latkes. Because I don't eat white potatoes, I'm gonna make the latkes out of sweet potatoes, but feel free to use whatever kind of potato you like. But right now I'm gonna start with the quiche because I need to get it in and out of the oven so that the chicken can go in the oven. We have to do this in order because one oven, right? Okay, so to the kitchen. So I found this recipe for the quiche on the website Minimalist Baker, and I've used their recipes before. I've never made this, so we're gonna do a recipe review. We're gonna see how it comes out, but I have not been let down by any recipes from their website, and I will put the link to the recipe in the description of this video. And here's the ingredient lineup. So I already made this crust, and this is a different recipe that I used, and I'll put the link in the description, but this is an almond flour and coconut oil based pie crust, and I'm just waiting for the oven to heat up so I can par bake it, which basically means you bake it before you bake it. Then you need non-dairy milk of your choice. I have coconut milk, butter, a leek, we got mushrooms. These mushrooms are almost empty, so I have more mushrooms. We have some thyme, we have salt, and I have a bag of spinach. And of course, eggs. But they're still in the fridge because we're not up to that part yet. I'm also going to add some cheddar cheese to it because I love me some cheddar cheese. It's delicious. So, first up, I got to prep all these veggies. Okay, the veggies are all prepped. So I have the mushrooms and the leeks all chopped up in this bowl. And then I have the spinach over here ready to go when I need it. And right now we're gonna saute everything. So I have my butter, I'm gonna melt this in a skillet, saute the veggies, and then when they're tender, we're gonna add the spinach in, let it wilt, and then we'll put it to the side. So the veggies look good, the spinach has wilted. They are, at that point. So I'm taking them off the heat, I'm putting them off to the side, and then I have to start to work on the egg mixture. Gonna mix up the eggs and the non-dairy milk, a little salt and pepper. Then gonna put the veggies into the par-baked crust, and then pour the egg mixture right on top of it and into the oven. So I'm gonna put that quiche into the oven now, 350 degrees, 45 minutes according to the recipe. So we'll see how it goes. Also, if you notice any kind of like lumps in the non-dairy milk, the coconut milk I had was in the refrigerator And anytime that you refrigerate coconut milk, the solids separate from the liquids, and I tried to stir it up, but it wasn't fully blended. But as that cooks, that's gonna melt anyway, so that's fine. But in case you saw any of the lumps in there, that's all that was. It was just the coconut milk in the fridge. I opened that literally this morning, so it had gotten cold, that's all. Okay, I took that quiche out of the oven. Look at that. I did add some cheese onto it. I realized after I put it in the oven that I wanted cheese on it, and I added some cheddar on top. But oh, it looks delicious. Okay, so the quiche is over there cooling, and I'm just gonna let it chill out. Then I'm gonna wrap it up, put it in the fridge for tomorrow morning. It's still too early to do the chicken. It's only like 2:30 right now, so it's too early to get the chicken going. And the latkes always taste best fresh, so it's too early to get the latkes going also. So I think I'm just gonna relax for a little bit. I'm gonna read my book, chip away at that. I know it's long time. It's okay. I'm making my way through it. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna sit and read for a little while, and then as we get closer to dinner time, I'm gonna make the roast chicken and the latkes. Okay, it's time to get that chicken going. I do have the dishes going, so I'm sorry about the extra noise, but lots of cooking, lots of dishes. So to make the chicken, I'm just gonna use like a casserole dish, and I'm just gonna put the chicken in the casserole dish. Also, I like Brussels sprouts. Roy doesn't like Brussels sprouts. Roy likes carrots. I don't really like carrots. So I'm gonna make carrots for Roy and Brussels sprouts for me while the chicken's going also. So gonna prep some veggies, prep the chicken, and get it in the oven. Okay, so I have my chicken. It's just chilling over here. And now I have a few pads of butter I cut. I have some melted butter, some garlic, and some celery. And basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna plop a butter in and shove it in there with the celery, and another butter, and another celery, and a garlic. And I'm just kind of stuffing these things into the bird and just kind of using the celery to push it in there. And that'll just give some extra flavor to the bird. There we go. These are extra. Okay, so now I have my melted butter. Let me get that out of the way. And I have some garlic powder. I have this Justice seasoning. And what the Justice seasoning is made out of is shallots, garlic, onion, pepper, chives, and green onion. So it's a nice little spice blend. And some smoked paprika. So I'm gonna paint the bird with the melted butter and sprinkle my seasonings, and of course some salt and pepper. So I put that into the oven at 350 degrees, and it's gonna stay in there until the thermometer reads chicken. Because that's how my thermometer reads. It says chicken. Now on for the veggies. So I gotta prep my veggies, and I have a smaller, I don't know if this is an 8x8 or 9x9. It's an 8x8. It's an 8x8 casserole dish. And we're gonna make our veggies in here. Yes, I know there's a fish on my cutting board, but it's not just used for fish. It can be used for veggies. It gets cleaned. We're gonna keep this easy peasy, olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then on the carrot side, I'll do a little drizzle of honey also. So those are both in the oven now. Chicken is roasting, so are the veggies. So the only thing left, latkes. Okay, time to get the latkes going. So I have a bunch of sweet potatoes. You could totally do this with regular potatoes. In fact, it's probably quite tastier with regular potatoes. It's not on my diet, so sweet potatoes for me. Onion. What, my other onion's rolling away. Okay, you're gonna need salt, pepper, ideally matzo meal. I have to be gluten-free, so I'm using oat flour instead. It's just my workaround. I wish I could have the matzo meal, but I can't. And then salt and pepper. And the other thing you're gonna need is like canola oil or vegetable oil, and you're gonna need a bunch of it because this is a fried, potato pancake. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, the easiest way of doing this is a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you're gonna be grating these potatoes by hand. You can do it, it's just a lot more labor intensive. So my recommendation is the food processor. And there are a couple of schools of thought on this. My mom, when she makes her latkes, she uses like let me show you. She uses this blade, and she will blend the potatoes into like a pudding and then fry that. I do it with the grater. So I do it with this grater attachment, so that way you get the little strips and then they stick together. So two schools of thought, neither right, neither wrong, just different. Do I like my mom's potato pancakes? Absolutely. Do I have my own take on things? Absolutely. So I'm gonna get my mom's potato pancakes when we reconvene for Hanukkah in January. So for now I'm doing it my way, and that's cool. So I have my grater attachment on the stick, and that's gonna go into the food processor. And gotta peel some sweet potatoes, peel some onions, and then we're gonna grate them. So now I have the potato and the onion cut up into bits that are gonna fit into the food processor slot. So you don't have to go overboard chopping it. You just have to chop it small enough that it'll fit into the slot on the food processor. So now I'm gonna use the food processor to grate both the potato and the onion together. Then I'm gonna mix some salt and pepper and the oat flour in. And then we gotta add egg. Then I'm gonna fry them up. Can't forget that egg. That's what binds it together. It holds the whole thing in place. There is all my sweet potato and onion. I'm going to transfer this into a bowl, mix it up with some salt, pepper, and egg, and then we're going to fry it. I have the potato mixture. So this is, again, it's sweet potato, onion, egg, salt, and pepper. So that's all that's in there. Oh, and a little bit of oat flour instead of matzo meal. Now I'm going to take canola oil, and I have this big old fry pan. We're going to use this big pan here. And I'm going to heat up the oil first. Do not start this until the oil has come to temperature, because if you put it in when the oil is still cold, you will just have soggy, greasy, not so great things. Don't let it get too hot either, because then they will just burn up right away and they will not cook through and through. You have to find that sweet spot of temperature. The other thing that I do while I'm waiting for the oil to heat up is I get a plate ready. So what do I mean I get a plate ready? So I have my plate, and then I take paper towels and I put paper towels on the plate. So that way when the latkes are done and I take them out, I put them onto these paper towels, and it's going to drain that excess oil off of them. My latkes are done. Look at them, they look great. So they're all still draining. You'll see how the oil is getting all absorbed, and they're layered. You know, it's like a little ladder here. Got 3 layers of latkes. And then you just serve these up with some applesauce or some sour cream, and they'll be great. And then my roast veggies are done, and the chicken is done. Oh, we're gonna be eating good tonight. And Roy has showed up. So I'm all done cooking. We're gonna have a great dinner tonight. So I just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Diwali, happy Yule, happy solstice. And this is why I say happy holidays, because there's just so much this time of year. So with that, I'm done for the day, and I'll see you all soon. And until then, stay inspired. Bye, everyone.